guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back again, guys, with Cowboy Bebop, episode 12.
Yes, last episode was an homage to Alien. It was creepy, it was weird, and it was a life lesson from every member of the crew.
Do not let something in your fridge.
Don't be too, what's the word? Don't procrastinate. Yeah. Don't leave stuff in the fridge. Don't do nothing. You have to work to, when you're alive
stuff in your fridge for a year.
Yeah. And, those were the two lessons from Jet and Spike. And then Faye was, don't trust people, basically. And Edward was, trust people.
Trust strangers.
Follow strangers. So, yeah, it was, it's not technically a side episode because every episode is kind of like a side episode, right? It's all about the journey.
Sidetrack, yeah.
But when it comes to journeys, this was weird. It did remind me of the zombie episode from Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, kind of.
And the baseball episode, so.
But it was more entertaining.
But it was an homage to Alien. I read about it online, so.
It looks like Alien.
We picked on it really quickly. So I guess, it's back to another mission for the crew this time. I say we just jump into this episode and see where they take us.
I do hope that we might see the past from Faye.
I do want to see more of that
because
we saw a bit of Jet.
We've seen Spy, we've seen Jet, kinda Edward too, right?
Well, we could see more. Like we could definitely have an episode more about her past, but we don't know about Faye very much. Well, we know about her, but not from her point of view.
Not really.
So let's jump in this episode, see what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions. Let's go!
星が落ちたよ、ブルー。
あれはただの星ではない。戦士の涙だ。この星のどこかで戦い果てた者、グレートスピリットを信じられなかった哀れな魂。
That's gonna definitely tie in with our guys. Dragon. Oh, he's back!
Got style. Like a 300 years old vampire, but got still style.
Last time we saw him, though, Spike almost died, so. They all look like vampires. I am already really cold. The planet is warmer than your heart.
Oh, that's... I wouldn't say that's cold, maybe...
Well, he's a vampire. Is it a vicious-centered episode?
時に私を裏切ることも必要だ。
いえ、決して万機に背くことになります。
古い考えだ。吐き気がする。
あなたを守ります。レッドドラゴンの誇りにかけて。
ならば、私が切り捨てるまでだ。
Loyalty!
It did say to survive you need to betray some people once in a while, right?
Yeah, he did. Jupiter Jazz. Part 1. It's a two-parter, so it's big.
Nice.
Well, Vicious is there, so...
It's gonna be big.
We might almost die once more. She just left? What? Well. You would.
No!
You would.
With what money? You're broke.
Why? You were such a great team. Why would you leave?
She'd come back.
She might. Like, they're not saying it, but I'm deep down, they care. Oh. More backstory. We're going. Oh no. We still don't know what happened to her. Maybe she was dead, maybe she wasn't, but apparently she's still alive.
あんなのはよくある女の名前だろうが。フェイはどうする？ほっとけよ。
Fuck her.
今無法地帯だ。女一人でフラフラしてちゃひとたまりもねえ。情が移ったか。情はたっぷりさ。あいつが持ち逃げした金にな。
No. He cares. He's worried. After all this time. Well, yeah, he does want the money too, but he worries a little bit.
俺は俺の女をな。あんたはそっちの女を探せばいい。お前は一切関係なしか。
It's personal.
そうだよな。所詮そういう関係だ。戻ってもお前の居場所はないぜ。
Not true.
仕方ないさ。妙な同居人が増えた分、あんたも寂しくないだろう。俺が
Come on, guys.
お前と組んで3年だがな。今までそんな風に思われていたとは知らなかったよ。
Because that's not true.
俺はてっきりお前が寂しいんだとバカに
You
思
were
って
both
たから。
lonely.
誤解が解けたな。せいぜいしたぜ。これで食費がうってもんだ。
Every time we deal with Vicious, we gotta piss off Jet so he doesn't come running to help us. But we will.
But there's no-
They've got a little smile. They're teasing each other. Like, they're making it sound like they're pissed, but really they're not.
Like, I hate you more.
Like, they don't care about Faye, but truly they care. They don't care about each other, but truly they do.
They hate each other more.
They love each other. They do keep a lot of secrets, though, from one another, and that would help if
Yeah,
they
they
talked
did.
about this.
They need to open up ASAP.
Yeah, they don't have to be cool, you know? They're friends. They can talk. Oh, well. So it looks like we're gonna find her here, too? That's Faye, right?
Yep.
女なんか知らん。知るもんか。噂もねえか。俺には縁のない生き物だ。ジュリアって名前を聞いたことは。そいつを早く言え。そいつなら本人の店の前に毎晩立ってるぜ。
失礼ね。ジュリアじゃないわ。ジュリアス。
あ、そう。
Grandma. It's me, Anastasia. Kind of bad.
グレンなら何か知ってるかも。前に女と一緒だったのを見たことがあるわ。
So when they said that there are no women here, I didn't think that there were no women here.
お大事に。
People would be looking at her a lot.
Yeah, true.
危ないところだった。3回くしゃみをして、お大事にって言われないと陽性になる。
Really?
ならないわよ。だってもう陽性だもの。
She did come to the coldest planet they talked about in this show with nothing.
私は見た目ほど軽い女じゃないわ。
あいにく女には興味がなくて。
あら、残念。
でも他の連中は興味津々みたいだよ。
じゃあもう。
She can take care of herself, though.
気をつけた方が。
ご忠告ありがとう。
She could definitely beat all of them up.
Of course she could. Maybe, I think that she will.
Like, I'm not afraid for her. I'd still want her to know that she has friends looking and stuff.
グレンって男を探してる。知らんな。そうか。
And he can take care of himself too, so that's fine.
That's still a lot of people though.
Yeah, it's Spike.
いや、なんか用か。ビシャスだな。
What?
金はどこだ。
He couldn't look any more different.
不愉快だ。猛烈に不愉快だ。
You don't compare him to Vicious. He's so cool. Told you he could handle it. He seems to be more energetic this time. Anger fuels him.
どういうことなんだ。なんで俺がビシャスなんだ。レッドアイの取引があるって情報が流れてる。グレンからビシャスへってな。その金をいただこうと思ってよ。コードネームジュリアか。いかにも尻がある女の名前だぜ。
So he's not gonna find his woman, but he might find Vicious again. And apparently, according to his reaction, it's a fight he wants to try his luck at again. Perhaps he would win this one.
Oh, another bounty with Gren this time.
見逃せないチャンスね。でも私ちょっと見逃しちゃってもいいかなって気分。
キューティーなんてことを。
だってパンチ彼ってばとっても素敵なのよ。
And Faye just met him.
It's of course, yeah. That's the luck of the crew. She has a coat.
何よ、せっかくうさばらししたかったのに誰も来ないじゃない。あら、いたのね。
その格好は目の毒だ。それとも誘ってんのかい？
そうなのよ。
Oh no, I'm a poor woman alone.
さあ、いつでもおいで。
Oh.
Might
doesn't
be a
need
convict,
you.
but is it gentleman?
She wanted to kick ass. Let her.
壊れてるんだ。一人でこんな治安の悪い町に来たのか。
一人よ。仲間なんていらないし、そんなの持つもんじゃないしね。余計な気使っちゃうし。
She was getting too attached.
人間一人じゃ生きられないなんてよく言うけど、結構生きてけるもんなのよね。
Yeah, if she doesn't have any friends, she doesn't have to worry
中で一人ぼっちだって感じるより
or suffer if they die.
きりであいつらと関わってると面倒ばっか増えて。
離れるのは怖くなったんだね。その人たちと。
She's so going back.
だから先に離れちゃったんだ。
It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
変な人ね。なんでこんなこと喋ってるのかわかんないわ。なんか懺悔室にいるみたい。
That's the vodka talking.
I think he's not even saying anything. You just wanted to talk about it.
シャワーでも浴びる？
結構よ。どこから覗かれるかわかんないもの。
君も覗かないでくれよ。
それは保証できないけど。
It does look like that he's kind of lonely himself. That's why
charming.
she's
He is
comfortable
charming,
in saying what she thinks.
but then he is also a criminal. And
They are all criminal.
he's directly linked to what's going on with Vicious right now. So
Yeah.
there he is.
Vicious.
Would she recognize him from this photo?
グレン、いないのか。
ビシャス。
Yeah.
上がり役は本ローとマンガンとウラトラで3万2000だ。待っているぞ。
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
俺に内緒で
えい
ジュリアとデートか。リンカ、でかくなったな。昔はお前の弟分だったが、今は違う。汚ねえ取引に名前を使われちゃ、あいつもかわいそうだ。抜け駆けはお前の専門だったな。
Oh man, we're not ready for a rematch.
いつでも。
You know, the only time where, again, having a gun in a sword fight doesn't make you, the winner.
OK、リン。ジュリアはいた、この町に。リン。
Ah.
どっちなのよ。
どっちでもあるし。どっち
Ah.
Okay.
It happens. You better. I mean, he's not
we're
dead.
not
but...
dead. Yet.
No, we're not
Dead.
dead. But
We need your help now, buddy.
everyone is against us, and we're not willing to kill anyone but Vicious. So yeah, we're kind of in a bad spot. Okay, so Vicious is back. That's interesting. I actually like when he's around because these episodes are always amazing. Yeah, I mean, Spike, I said it before, Spike is my favorite character, so whenever we have a Spike-centered episode, turns out
You're all
that
going crazy.
the stories, it tends to be better for me at least. So,
Well,
now we're
I
learning...
do also like Spike's storyline because,
Well, we don't know about it, but...
well, what I'm seeing so far, and I've said it before, but Vicious looks like a 300 years old vampire or the Sephiroth version of Cowboy Bebop.
he does, yeah, he does.
With the
that new
with
guy.
the katana and the gray hair and stuff.
And that new guy, Rin, right, does also look like a vampire.
Ellen, yeah.
So there you go. He used to work for Spike. So
Not anymore.
We're getting a little more backstory here. Again, this Julia girl is being mentioned, and from that last time we talked about this, like we saw his backstory, we didn't really know what happened. Like we had a bunch of theories. I know we saw Vicious with her in bed.
Okay, first of all, we thought that maybe she was a spy or something. From what we understood,
Yeah, we
right
don't know if they
now-
were on the same side.
Yeah, but Spike and Vicious used to work together.
I think
like,
they both liked her. I think they both had a thing for her, and maybe Spike and her were official, and then Vicious, you know.
kind of.
I mean, that would.
went in between.
It's the type of stuff that would happen in a show like this, you know? Like, with the old timey music, the jazz thing and stuff, and the style of the show, the coolness of Spike. Like, it would make sense that we're talking about two friends who broke up over a woman, you know?
That happened.
Although, like, it could be more complicated than that, but from what we saw, he went back home one day, he had flowers and stuff, he saw something he didn't like, and then just bounced.
Probably these two together in bed.
Perhaps. But then they also died, and you know, people thought he was dead, and so, I mean, there was a fight and stuff. So we just need the whole fucking story, but... And the way, like, he you know, he talks about her saying, like, you're dating Julia behind my back and stuff. So, I mean, they're kind of teasing each other with this. So, yeah, I do think that there was a love triangle going on, but this is just speculation. I was just happy to have them both face each other again, except they did fight, but we have a part 2 coming. So, there's that. And hopefully we get to have a rematch, because the last time they fought, it was amazing, and it ended badly for Spike, but we can have a revenge.
We fell from a church.
Oh,
right?
but we did make, you know, a bomb explode, a
True.
grenade and stuff, so it's kind of our fault, but it was still badass, and, like, the imagery of, you know, that, like I said, the only time where, you know, you bring a gun to a sword fight and you're still not the winner, not necessarily. Vicious is just that good. And yeah, I kind of want a rematch, and hopefully we get one in the second part, but we also need to focus on Faye.
What do you think about the fact that she decided to leave because she was just scared to get attached
It makes
to
sense.
the boys and Edward?
It makes Edward.
Edward. Okay.
It makes radical Ed.
Ed.
So it makes sense for her character, and I mean, last episode she said to not trust people. So she's been alone for so long. She doesn't have to.
You think she got betrayed by the people that she cared about in her past?
I mean, we talked about why, you know, we're wondering how she became a criminal, and we were like, oh, tough life and stuff,
Tough
like, you
world.
gotta survive. If she had a tough life, I'm guessing, you know, well, when you have, not always, but when you have a supportive environment, when you have a supportive cast of people around you that can help you, you don't normally turn to crime, you know?
Usually you don't, yeah.
Yeah, so your situation has to be crap, and then, like, she didn't have anyone to turn to. So if she did have friends or family and stuff, they probably left or turned on her, I would assume. So that would explain why she's so, you know, she doesn't want to make connections with anyone. And we were saying in the scene when she's just unleashing, like, first of all, the guy or the girl, or, I mean, yeah.
Gran. Just call it Gran.
It's hermaphrodite. What's in English? Hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite.
I don't know in English, but you know what we're talking about. The term. So Gren barely said anything, and Faye just unleashed her whole story. And I think it's because,
You know what?
she's not living with this very well. Like, she doesn't want to leave, but she did. Because, yeah, she was getting attached, and we talked about how, you know, she's afraid of losing them, and she started worrying about them, and she's starting to feel like she might have a home and place where she felt safe. And when you do become used to this and something bad happens, that's when you hurt the most.
Yeah.
So I did have a friend back in high school who literally told me, and I'm talking high school, but still, she told me she didn't like making friends because she got betrayed so much when she was younger. And I'm saying that like we were so old and stuff. No, we were pretty young, but still, like so many of her friends turned on her that she didn't want to make other friends because
And
she
get
was
hurt
afraid
again.
of getting hurt. So it's a very normal response to a normal situation. It's hurt. It's a defense mechanism. So yeah, Faye is going through this, but I'm sure she's coming back because we're looking for her. I mean, it makes sense. They're the same, you know. They all don't want to admit that they love one another,
And they care
but
for each other, yeah.
yeah, like the Benter, like Spike was smiling, and I'm pretty sure Jet was smiling too. Like they fight, but they always turn up. Like I'm pretty sure he's the one that's gonna find them here. Because they always turn up for one another. They are bonded.
Do.
Yeah, they say that. Oh, I've stayed with you only because you were lonely. No, I stayed
I
with
thought that you were the one who were lonely.
Exactly. But when in fact, like both of them were probably lonely, and so they latched onto one another and they became friends.
Lonely souls recognize each other.
Well, yeah. I mean, we talked about how the show is about, you know, this blue vibe of, you know, people who are going through their own shit and, you know, their own misery and stuff, and they don't talk about it with one another, but it's a similar feeling. So instead of going at it alone, they'd rather have people around that understand enough to not push it, you know, and not make it awkward. And, you know, it's a similar they have the same job, they have a personality that fits with one another, and they don't ask questions. So it's a good environment, and it's support. Like Faye is saying that, oh, people say humans are not made to be alone. Well, yeah, people are saying that for a reason. So rather than being alone, they hang out together. And it works. They're healing and they support each other.
True.
But you gotta stay in the Bebop, Faye. No, I mean, we're gonna find her.
Way much warmer in the Bebop, by the way.
We're gonna find her for sure because, like, she's involved with Grant now.
Once again, I do love the fact that Cowboy Bebop went with something unusual with anime or TV shows.
Especially, like, it's in the 90s. Like, it's especially there. But then it's Japan. Japan goes there. Japan likes to go there. If we were in the US, that would be different. But, like, it would be censored. Like, I don't even know, like, if this show was broadcasted in Japan, in the US. And, like, for sure, like, some episodes in those days would have been censored or completely not shown.
True.
Yeah, it happens, like the censure we had with Sailor Moon, which we talked about before, but with this one, like, it's a surprise. Then it makes sense. Then, like, we're so not used to seeing this in a TV show that we're just like, whoa,
Okay.
But then, like, it does happen. Like, I mean, it's not something that it's not a situation that doesn't exist. So it's interesting that they had a character like that on the show, and I actually like it. And it makes for a weird situation with Faye where she just doesn't know how to react.
So thank you guys for watching this part 1 with us.
Yes.
The next one is already up on the Patreon. The link is down below. So if you want to watch it now, go there.
Yes, and if you want to watch the next episode on YouTube, it'll be up next week. This way.
Yep.
So just wait for it. It will be there, and hopefully we get to have a fight with Vicious.
All right.
Next episode.
Bye guys.
Bye.